Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm alongside Adamo to preview this weekend's fixture that will be played this Saturday at, of course, 8:45 p.m. local time at the San Siro. Milan-Cagliari, a match where it's among two teams that have only won twice in 2015. So great statistics for both apparently. Anyways, Cagliari is a relegation side right now. They're in the relegation zone, and they definitely need points in order to get back there and avoid relegation this season. Something that hasn't been doing too well for Cagliari all season round. Change of coaches. First they had Zeman, then they brought in Zola. Back to Zeman now, but the results still seem to stay the same way. As a matter of fact, I was actually watching their game against Empoli last weekend, and they were just a few seconds away from victory, but yet they had to blow it just like Milan did. So I guess this side has many of the same qualities of Milan. As I said, 2 wins for both sides in 2015. One that's in the relegation zone and one that is pretty much only 3 points away from 14th place. And I'm speaking about Milan right there. But yet, Inzaghi still deems that our players are giving their all every match. So go figure, guys. If you guys have any explanation for that, let me know in the comment section. I'll be curious to read your answers. But moving along, Adam, of course, both teams, as I said, not the best of seasons. What do you make out of this matchup here?
It should be fun to watch. Should be fun to watch because, as you said, both teams struggling very, very highly, and both teams desperately need the 3 points because I don't know if Milan's goal is to really make Europe or avoid relegation because we were pretty close to relegation, and pretty much Cagliari are Milan in a sense, like you said. Always changing coaches, terrible results against weird teams, letting goals in the last couple of minutes, losing focus. Just an overall very, very weird seasons for both sides. Like I said, the fixture should be interesting. We all know how Zeman plays with his ultra-attacking style, and we all know how Inzaghi plays with his ultra-defensive style where he likes to score 1 goal and defend for the rest of the game. So maybe very, very interesting game. Could either be very, very boring or very, very fun to watch. Hopefully it's very fun to watch, and hopefully Milan come with the 3 points. But overall, should be a fun match.
And you know what, guys? If you don't remember, let me refresh your memories because last time we played Cagliari this season at the Sant'Elia, of course, it was a match where Cagliari very much dominated and Milan played very poorly in that match. I think it was actually one of the worst matches they played in 2014. And let me tell you, they did play a lot of bad matches. But this one was absolutely horrendous. I remember Cagliari actually dominating them. And that game ended 1-1, very luckily for Milan, but it could have been way worse. Of course, Cagliari could have got the win. Let me also refresh your mind that Cagliari beat Inter at the San Siro this season 4-1. Therefore, they definitely have some very positive memories at the San Siro. And who knows, they could get a surprise result as well. Well, I shouldn't be saying surprise because it's not a surprise anymore, but it just happens on a weekly basis. But you know what I'm saying. It's just going to be one of those matches where any of those teams could win. And, of course, Milan are getting as favorites, but expected and unexpected as usual in these two teams. Now, let's take a look at the starting lineup because, once again, Inzaghi, you guessed it, will change formation. Boom! All right, let's start. Let's show this right here, right now, because of course Inzaghi will once again go with a very similar personnel as last week. However, the formation will be changed to a 4-3-3. So scrap the idea of the trequartista. We're gonna go with this 4-3-3 now because that's how we do things at Milan. Now, Diego Lopez is expected to start in net. Abate as the right back, Paletta, Mexes as the center backs, Antonelli on the left. Midfield made out of Bonaventura on the left, Essien in the middle. Yes. By the way, De Jong is back. De Jong is back. However, he will be starting from the bench. That is what the latest reports are saying. And Poldi, the actual only change from last match in place of Van Ginkel there. on the right. And up front, there will be three forwards, Menez, Dest, and on the. Once again, on paper, this team didn't do too bad last weekend against Fiorentina. However, once again, we saw the problems that we had. We conceded two late goals yet again. And what to say, guys? This has been the story of our season. Therefore, hopefully the midfield will strengthen itself. Very unlikely, however, since De Jong won't be 99% starting. And the defense itself, they did okay throughout the whole match against Fiorentina for 80 minutes. However, after that, completely broke down for the last 10. For Cagliari, Sa was expected to be the starting center forward there for them. Of course, he's a player that could hit back at any time and could definitely get many goals. Kosu in the midfielder with Desena are other great names to watch. And of course, also the very talented Mpoku that I saw some games and he actually had some very good moments himself. With that being said, Adamo, what do you think about the starting lineup and how do you think we could fare against Cagliari?
Well, like I said before, should be a fun match. But I have to say, I don't know why SCN still plays. I understand you need to kind of balance out the midfield, having somebody that's more defensive and more of a brute in that middle spot, which is something that we don't have when De Jong doesn't play. But I'd rather just take the chance and play players like Van Ginkel, Poli, Bonaventura, for example, as like a midfield three and be more offensive than play SCN, because SCN, although he is kind of known to be more defensive, he can't do his job. So really, the defensive balance in that midfield is completely irrelevant because SCN can't really do his job. And on a rare occasion, once every 10 matches, he does do his job. So hopefully against Cagliari, that is the time that he does, because we desperately need it and we desperately need the 3 points.
Yeah, well said. The points are very much needed. We might not make Europa, but it's just embarrassing of the situation itself that we're 3 points from 14th place, 5 points from 15th. Like, these are not numbers that you want to see as a Milan side. Galliani mentioned it. He once again in the top 7th at the end of the season. Not quite sure why 7th place. I don't think they get an Europa League spot. But anyways, that's Galliani for you once again with his bright knowledge. But you know what? Let's just make the best out of it in these 10, 11 remaining games. And whatever the results bring us, I guess. Let's just not get relegated because that would be a whole different ball game, really. But I don't think we'll get to that point. Guys, let me know in the comments section, of course, your opinions on the starting lineup. What do you think about this game? How do you think we'll plan out for both these teams? Do you see Milan finally picking up their 3rd win of 2015, or do you see just another embarrassing result, resulting either a tie or a loss? That is it, guys. Thank you for watching. This has been Gio and Adamo signing off. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV to stay updated with everything AC Milan, from match previews, reviews, discussions, breaking news, and much, much more to keep you updated with AC Milan. Thank you for watching, and as usual, Forza Milan.